Check 1, 2. You can hear me? Okay. We are live. I like it when then the camera guys are a little too subtle for me. When they're like, and they just nod, like real subtle nod. And you're like, are we live? Yep, we're live.
Now we're live.
All of that is on the air. You're hearing it right now. Chris, have you gotten to walk around the show, or you just been in the FN booth?
I've been chained to the booth most of the time, but I did get to walk around for a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Have you seen anything weird?
I've seen lots of things weird.
Yeah.
But lots of cool stuff. There's lots of
cool
new products that are being launched.
Tons of cool stuff. Lots of themes building this year. I think we're going to talk about a couple that fit into the theme with FN. But welcome in. This is Guns and Gear Live. We are live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the SHOT Show, presented by Palmetto State Armory. And we are here kind of talk about a lot of goodies. We're not going to touch them. Nobody panic. These are actually not even real guns to speak of. They're totally safe, no firing pins. They're SHOT Show guns.
That's right.
But we've got Chris here, and we're with FN. And the big news, the big launch, one of them, are your new pistols.
That's right.
Tell me about them.
Yep. So what we have are basically two big bore pistols. They're extensions of the 509 family, but scaled up for big bore calibers. So we have the 510 Tactical right here. Mm-hmm. It's chambered in 10 millimeter auto, and then the 545 Tactical here, chambered in 45 ACP.
And from what I understand, you guys didn't just say, "Oh, it's a 509," and we rechambered it.
Yeah.
There were some adjustments that had to be made to make this shoot these calibers.
Yep, absolutely. They're completely different calibers than 9mm, different pressures, different speeds, things like that. So we essentially built two brand new guns that basically look and operate like a 509.
Okay, so what are the shared characteristics from a 509 that people already know and like?
So from a component standpoint, really the only thing that's like kind of cross-compatible between the two are really the optics mounting system.
Okay.
Beyond that, it's looks, it's function, and it's aesthetics and ergonomics. That's what you get. So they're basically, like I said, scaled-up versions of the 509. Gotcha.
Okay. And what else do they need to know in these guns? Because one thing right off the bat, when I'm looking at these, you go, wow. Those magazines are extra long in there, aren't they?
Yeah. That's one of the great features. So these are the tactical models of the 510 and the 545. Both of them come with standard 15-round capacity, so that's your standard shorter magazine, but then both of them have extended magazines. So the 10 millimeter comes with a whopping 22 rounds of capacity, and then the 45 comes with 18 rounds of capacity. So class-leading capacity for both.
Grizzly bears beware.
That's right.
Also, I'm seeing, because I know FN tactical pistols, threaded barrels.
Yep, absolutely. The 509s renowned for being a great suppressor host. These are also no slouches when it comes to doing that as well. We ran through a lot of different suppressor testing and ammo testing, and they're both great suppressor hosts as well. So threaded barrels for mounting suppressors or compensators or any kind of muzzle devices that you want. Okay. And talk about the optics system you guys have here. Yep, sure thing. So we have a patented low-profile optics mounting system inside the box of a 509 Tactical, 545, 510 Tactical. We have a plate kit that comes with the gun. And inside that plate kit are screws and shims and basically everything you need to mount most major optics for pistols that are out there on the market. So
I love that, because a lot of times, what optics is it going to work on a particular gun? And they go, oh, it'll work on this one and this one. Yep. And you guys are kind of like, pretty much most of them.
Pretty much most of them. So, yeah, that's part of the value that we bring with, our low-profile optics mounting system.
What's it like to shoot?
Oh, it's a blast.
Really?
It's a blast. So, yeah, we did a lot of tuning with the recoil spring and the weight of the slide and everything. We have fantastic engineers back in R&D, and, it's a dream to shoot. Recoil's managed by, weight and balance, also excellent ergonomics.
You have a favorite?
I like the 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
It's super awesome. And 22 rounds, you can't beat it.
22 rounds. Is that the highest capacity, like standard 10 millimeter pistol out there?
To my knowledge, yes. That is that's setting the standard for capacity in 10 millimeter.
Yeah. Very, very cool. So we're going to do a thing here, because we have a lot of product on the table.
Yep.
You guys have a ton of new stuff in the biz. We call this a hot swap. So we're going to hot swap you out, Chris, and we're going to get our next victim up here, okay?
All right, awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, man. So Scar, this is a Scar. We've got the Scar on the table, right? It's a little bit shorter. So next up, welcome in.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Tell the audience who you are.
I'm Ben Voss. I'm the product manager for long guns at FN.
All right. So long guns at FN. Obviously, when you think long guns at FN, probably the first one that comes to people's mind is the SCAR.
Correct, yes.
People love it. Why do people love the SCAR so much?
Because it was developed for the SOCOM SCAR program, and it won that handily. It served that role since 2004 when it was announced. First fielded in 2007 in theater. So SCAR has withstood the test of time. It's battle-proven. When the SCAR first launched, it was known as the SOCOM rifle.
Right.
Honestly, now it's known as the Call of Duty rifle. That's why people identify SCAR today.
He sounds like my grandfather wrote like 10,000 articles, and everybody knows him as the Miller Lite guy. It's like I did all this other stuff, but like, oh, you're the Call of Duty gun. Thanks. But, hey, a lot of people play Call of Duty, and a lot of people. It's amazing to me that I go, I'm glad that you like Call of Duty, but you know that you can actually get to shoot these real guns.
Yes.
This is a real thing. And now you've got a pistol.
Right.
Tell me about it.
The SCAR 15P is the shortest SCAR, so I'm the long gun product manager, but primarily I'm the SCAR product manager.
Gotcha.
The SCAR 15P is the smallest, most compact SCAR you can get. It's the fourth member of the SCAR family, going on the subcompact side, where the 16 and 17 of the carbines, the 20S is the precision rifle going on the long side. This brings it down to the much more compact SCAR.
What's the barrel length?
The barrel length on this is 7.5 inches for a 5.56.
Wow.
The 15P is really derived from the SCAR SC, the subcompact PDW submachine gun. It was developed as a PDW in Europe with a telescoping rear stock, and as soon as we launched it in 2019, our commercial customers immediately asked for, hey, make a semi-automatic pistol that, and today FN is proud to announce that we have done just that.
What is it? How is this different, and how is it the same? And are there any adjustments or big things, changes you had to make to this to make it be a pistol or run in this configuration?
Well, the farm itself, as a SCAR SC, is a long-proven platform, so not a lot of work needed to be done to that. And like SCAR 16S and 17S, they're derived from fully automatic versions, the Mark 17 and the Mark 16. Making a semi-automatic version of the SC, no problem. We did change the muzzle device on it, and we obviously, to keep a pistol configuration, we had to remove the collapsing rear stock. So on the 15P, we've added a vertical Picatinny rail that comes with a flush mount sling position,
like that.
So you can single point sling stabilize, shoot it. Of course, it also comes with the standard SCAR sling loops front and rear of the receiver, so you can also sling stabilize with a 2-point sling.
So it's kind of a technique of shooting these types of guns, where you have that sling tight to your body. You can push the gun out and stabilize it.
Instead of stabilizing by pulling it shouldered into your body, you can stabilize by pushing the sling out firmly.
Yeah.
It's not as stable, but it's more stable than not using any stability at all. And that allows you to keep this as a pistol configuration without SBRing it. Of course, if you SBR'd it, you can shoulder it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it gives you, and you have that option with the pick rail in the back if you want to start putting stuff on there to make it SBR.
Correct. If you wanted to attach a rear stock that goes to vertical Picatinny rail, there are many makers out there that do that. It being a SCAR and a SCAR being modular, the SCAR 16 to 17 rear stock goes right on that.
There you go.
But again, you would make it an SBR in doing so.
Yeah, understand, everybody. This is a pistol. Hopefully, I think most people watching
I would hope so too.
Gun Talk stuff, you guys know about SBRs, right? Ben, this is kind of a fun little project. What are you hearing from customers about this? What is it that they're excited about, and what are they saying they're going to use this for?
Well, as soon as we debuted the SCAR SC, people said, "Wow, just make it into a pistol because it'd be so cool."
Yeah.
And I agree, it is very cool.
Yeah.
It is the most compact SCAR that you can get. It is 19 3/4 inches long. Total length in the VPR configuration. That means it's 1.25 inches shorter than the SCAR SC, because the SCAR SC rear stock, even collapse, is longer than that.
Sure.
It is just slightly shorter than a P90, the 5.7 submachine gun that we launched quite a few years ago. So its main feature, other than being the baby SCAR, its main feature is compactness. So it is the ultimate in vehicle or in small home defense.
And I guess being that it's in that SCAR family, all familiar parts and
Yes.
accessories and stuff
Yes,
will work with it.
all the controls are the same as you find on a SCAR 16S today, non-reciprocating charging handle. The trigger module assembly, in fact, is the same as you find on the SCAR 16.
Okay.
Same bolt. The bolt carrier is shorter here. The gas system on the SCAR 15P is shorter than the 16. That allows us to get the 7.5-inch barrel, so the bolt carrier correspondingly is also shorter.
Yeah.
Just to note, the shortest SCAR 16 you can make is a 10-inch barrel. So this gives you, again, its key feature is compactness.
Yeah.
With that shorter gas system, it's still being a gas regulator, two-position gas regulator, short piston driven. The gas system is shorter, and there you get that shorter barrel, the shortest barrel possible on a SCAR.
Very cool. Well, thank you. Thanks
My
for
pleasure.
showing us this.
My pleasure.
All right, we're going to do another hot
Okay.
swap. We got a third member of the FN team here, and I mean, you guys know FN is known for a lot of different products. I mean, they also, you may not realize, but they make great bolt guns. They make shotguns. They make, the big machine gun stuff, and just filling it all out. All right, new member of the team up on the stage, hot swapped in. We're going to talk about new suppressors from FN. Introduce yourself.
My name's John. I'm the Director of Product Management at FN America.
All right, cool. So, John, has FN done a suppressor before?
Yes.
Okay.
So FN Herstal has done suppressors in the past, and we at FN America have done suppressors for military contracts.
Okay.
This is our first commercially available suppressor.
Okay. So tell us, what is it? What do we need to know?
So this is the Rush 9 TI. TI stands for titanium. So it's a
Titanium.
titanium tube. We launched this back in December. The response has been overwhelming. As you talked about with Chris, a lot of our pistols have threaded barrels,
Yes.
including the 509, which is one of our top sellers. So we put a lot of suppressor hosts out in the market, and what we wanted to do was for our users, for our consumers, provide an excellent experience, so let them fully enjoy the pistol with a suppressor from FN.
Did you hear that from customers? Were they saying, man, I wish I had an FN suppressor to go on my FN gun?
We hear that, yeah. So my team and I, we do a lot of retail visits. We talk to users at shows, wherever. Made a lot of sense for the brand. So we spent a good amount of time developing this, and some of the requirements were basically that it needed to work with our gun and provide a great shooting experience. So because we're a firearms manufacturer versus just a suppressor manufacturer, and we're designing it for our gun, that puts a lot of burden on us to make sure that it's reliable, it doesn't affect the reliability of the pistol, durability isn't affected, and then also we could kind of tune it to work well with the gun. So really like things like gas in the face,
Okay.
particulates coming back at the shooter, that's not a lot of fun, right? You want to go out, you want to have a nice day at the range, not get things in, all over your face. You want the gun to not jam on you. So we had that whole thing in mind, and that's kind of a little bit of a higher bar we have to meet as a firearms manufacturer as well as a suppressor when we design a system.
So surprise, surprise, you used FN guns for a lot of the testing on this, and it's
Did.
actually a little bit tuned, kind of optimized for FNs a bit?
It's definitely the perfect pairing for the 509, but we did
Okay.
test other competitor pistols because
Sure.
it's not just a 509 suppressor. We want to get it out there. If you have, any of the other manufacturers, striker fired or semi-automatic 9mm that accepts a suppressor, this is also a very good choice for you.
Okay. Now, what do we need to know? I mean, what are the specs on this?
Sure.
guy?
So it's a titanium construction.
Lightweight?
It's lightweight. Yeah, the blast baffles are steel. It's aluminum. Five aluminum baffles to the front, but it's completely can be disassembled for cleaning.
Okay.
We have a very unique booster design, so when you look at it, it's definitely got a different look to it. We use kind of a tapered piston, so what that does is gives us a 360 seal, not only to contain the gas, but also so that the suppressor consistently comes back to the same position.
Sure,
so we have a
because
repeatable point of impact. Yeah.
suppressors on a pistol, semi-automatic pistol, different than on like a fixed barrel rifle.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and these are all 9s, or you also have them in other calibers?
It is a 9mm suppressor.
It is 9.
Yep.
Okay. Dedicated 9. Why did you guys decide to do that versus starting somewhere else?
So, like I said, for us, the 509 is our flagship, and it's a top seller, so it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
For those watching, if you think about all the other things we might make with a threaded barrel, there's plenty of opportunity for us as well for other things.
Ooh.
But that made the most sense from a business case perspective. It's a new business for us. We're very excited about it. There's a lot to learn, so this was a good way to start. Also, since the 509 is such a great suppressor host, we didn't have to worry as much about some of the issues I talked about earlier, like durability.
Sure. Yeah. Is this available now?
It's available now. Yeah, we launched in December. They are shipping now.
Okay.
MSRP is $849.
$849. That's a fair price, especially for an FN product, which is, everybody knows, premium product. I mean, people are used to paying for it and happy to pay it, really. So go ahead and get your e-forms filed, get things going, get ahead of the rush. What could be next for you guys down the road, do you think? I mean, you alluded this is only the beginning.
It's only the beginning, and
Yes.
I know our PR manager is
Don't get in
probably
trouble.
looking at me right now. So the possibilities are endless. I work for a great company that gives us a lot of free reign and budget to develop cool stuff, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, new stuff from FN, 510, 545, SCAR pistol, new suppressors. It's time to get some more gear and get to the range. Thanks for being with us, man.
Thank you for having us.
All right, that's it for us. We will see you with more from the SHOT Show in just a little bit on this Guns and Gear Live.
For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can also watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.